All right, guys, we are back. And let it be known that after my Vulcan IPA, Robert is a very cheap drink. See, I can't even speak. I'm a very cheap date. I am about half trashed. I'm glad that I'm not operating heavy machinery, though I am accessing a medium like through the internet and global distribution of information. So if I slur, it's because I'm already drunk. So we're going to go to the Recalcitrant Dockhand, again from Black Star Co-op. Love the place, love their staff, love their vibe. This is a local, to me, hangout establishment here in Austin. It's where I go if I'm going to recommend to people that we have something fairly inexpensive and we want to go have gastropub fare. That's why I love it so much. It combines the two things I like: high quality food, high quality beverages. So, going into this beer specifically, I do not any longer drink a lot of porters, a lot of stouts, a lot of darker beers, but I try everything that comes down the pipes from Black Star Co-op because I really like their beer. I want to support them locally, and I felt the same during the pandemic because, man, listen, if you work in food service, Tony Bourdain style, I'm with you. Really support you and everything you provide to the local Austin community and our local culture. Guys in kitchens, listen, I chose to go into body work because I didn't want to be stuck in that hot kitchen with a bunch of angry guys on drugs and fire. So, the Recalcitrant Dockhand, if we go to their website, we'll scroll through here real quick. Let's see what they got to say. It apparently won some sort of award. I don't know what the GABF is, but it says that the 2022 Texas Craft Brewers Guild gold medal winner. So a porter is typically darker. It says this has notes of coffee and chocolate with 6.1% alcohol by volume. As you can see, the recalcitrant, no, the Vulcan IPA was 6.5. So I'm backing off 0.4% in my alcohol content. But let's go ahead and crack this open and see how it does. Body worker, I have no nails. I'm also flinging beer all over myself. Already my stomach, I'm like, ooh, this is gonna be dark, chocolatey, rich, kind of like full of sugar. I've had a tendency over time, I've noticed, I've started drinking much lighter beers generally. Lots of ales and ambers, stuff that's not quite so overwhelming to my palate. It really just depends on my mood, but I find I can drink a little bit more if the beers are lighter, just something that I notice. Not much of a head on this one, but who knows and like how that lasts from like beer to beer. Ooh, man. So I almost get like it almost makes me think of like a whiskey or something. It's got almost got like a cask flavor to it. The aroma on my nose, definitely chocolate, definitely stout, kind of dark. It makes me think like more across the board. Somebody would recognize it if they're used to Guinness. Um, I'm not even sure of the difference distinctly between a porter and a stout and what the distinct differences are. So it's dark and got an earthy kind of richness to the aroma, but it also has like a little bit of touch of sweetness. It reminds me of like a chocolate cake, something like that. Oh, whew, flavor bomb. Okay, so if you're somebody who likes light beer, you do not want to have the recalcitrant Dockhand. This is This is a beer that sticks to your ribs. This stuff is not playing around. It's dark, rich, chocolatey, reminds me of like chocolate cake batter. Coffee, almost like espresso. I think the reason I go towards espresso instead of even like drip coffee is it's so thick in its mouthfeel. It reminds me of that viscousness, that density that espresso has. Because when espresso, that pressure and heat goes through the espresso grind, it extracts more oils. It has a very unctuous feel. It's almost like oily to my tongue. Oof. So this is me. Love beer. There's not a lot of alcohol you can introduce me to that I'm not gonna like. Chad Bolding is trying to get me to review, I think, Jepson's Malort, because he's like talking about how horrible it is, and I'm like, why do I want to spend my money on horrible booze? I want to drink stuff. I want to review stuff I want to drink, not just horrible reviews. This is so dark and so robust. I think you would have to pair this very specifically with things that you really enjoy. And I'm wondering like how people would pair it with various hors d'oeuvres. I'm not sure. Like you'd have to have something that would stand up to it in sweetness, in crunchiness, in rich and fattiness, like a cheese. Black Star Co-op again is one of my favorite places. I just got a 6-pack to go of this. I wanted to go ahead and review them because I'm very happy with Black Star Co-op. I was actually concerned, I hate to say this, that they weren't going to survive the pandemic. And we all know how difficult it was on the restaurant industry here in town. So my heart is really with you guys. But it's a great beer. It's awesome. Having, in my case right now, I'll have one. I'm not going to sit down and drink a 6-pack of Recalcitrant Dockhand. It's too rich, it's too robust for me to continue like that, but it's wonderful having a little bit. It makes me think a little bit more along the lines of, in my case, for the alcohol that I like, I really love port and some wines, but I have to be careful with the degree of sweetness and then how much of it I drink. If I have very sweet alcohol, I can tend to get hungover if I have too much. This is a great beer overall. If you're not going to Black Star Co-op and you live here in Austin, I highly recommend that you do. Really, really great staff, very friendly vibe. Always have a wonderful time when I go there with friends. It is, to me, one of the definitive North Austin hangouts in my experience. Great beer, chocolatey, dark, robust, a little bit of molasses. Yeah, more molasses than cane syrup. It's like blackstrap. Chocolatey, but it's not Hershey's, it's 70% dark chocolate. Great beer overall. Hope you guys have a great day. Thank you again to Black Star Co-op for keeping me hydrated, inebriated, and well fed during the pandemic. You guys have a great day, and we'll be back soon for another beer review here at Salud with Robert Gardner. Thanks again, guys.